Imagine a world on the brink, where nuclear tensions simmer just below the surface. That's the backdrop to the latest headline. Donald Trump has publicly criticized Russia's recent test of a nuclear-powered cruise missile, calling it not appropriate. But what exactly does this mean, and why should you care? In a move that has amplified existing anxieties between Moscow and Washington, Vladimir Putin announced that Russia successfully tested its Burevestnik cruise missile, a weapon he described as unique and nuclear-capable. The Kremlin framed this test as a necessary step to safeguard Russia's national security. Putin even donned military fatigues while meeting with top generals, celebrating the missile as a major breakthrough. He declared it a weapon unlike any other in the world, and ordered preparations to integrate it into military service. Trump, however, didn't mince words. When questioned about the test aboard Air Force One, he suggested Putin should prioritize ending the war in Ukraine instead of flexing Russia's military muscle. Trump pointed out that the U.S. has a nuclear submarine positioned close to Russian shores, implying that such long-range missile tests are unnecessary. "We test missiles all the time," he added, seemingly downplaying the significance of Russia's actions. According to Russia's chief of the general staff, Valery Gerasimov, the missile flew approximately 8,700 miles, 14,000 kilometers, over a 15-hour period. Furthermore, Sergei Ryabkov, a close advisor to Putin, stated that the U.S. was notified beforehand about the planned test. Putin initially unveiled the Burevestnik in 2018, touting its almost unlimited range and ability to evade U.S. missile defenses. His message at the time was clear. No one wanted to listen to us. So listen now. But here's where it gets controversial. This isn't the first time the Burevestnik has made headlines. In 2019, a failed test in the Arctic resulted in an explosion that tragically killed at least 5 scientists, raising serious questions about the missile's safety and reliability. Despite Putin's boasts of invincibility, experts remain skeptical. Jeffrey Lewis, a nuclear nonproliferation expert at the Middlebury Institute, argues that NATO aircraft could potentially intercept the Burevestnik. He views the missile as a dangerous escalation in an arms race that offers no clear path to victory for either side. And this is the part most people miss. He emphasizes the inherent instability that comes with each nation trying to outdo the other in terms of weaponry. Despite repeated declarations of wanting to de-escalate the arms race from both Moscow and Washington, tangible progress has been minimal. The Kremlin has previously criticized Trump's ambitious plan for a missile shield, often referred to as the Golden Dome, designed to theoretically render the U.S. impervious to attack. Adding to the tension, Moscow lowered the threshold for nuclear weapon use last November, a move widely interpreted as a signal of readiness to respond aggressively to perceived threats. Shortly thereafter, Russia deployed its new nuclear-capable Orshnik missile in the Ukrainian conflict. The timing of the Burevestnik test is also significant, coinciding with heightened nuclear rhetoric from the Kremlin, and a pause in U.S.-Russia talks regarding the war in Ukraine. Just last week, Putin oversaw drills involving Russia's strategic nuclear forces, including simulated missile launches. He also issued a stern warning of a potentially crushing response if Ukraine were to conduct further strikes within Russian territory, using Western-supplied missiles. Russian state television openly presented these drills as a direct warning to the West. Sergei Karaganov, a hawkish and influential foreign policy analyst, even suggested on a talk show that the exercise was essentially a rehearsal for a first strike, intended as either punishment or a deterrent against further aggression towards Russia. Relations between Putin and Trump have also been strained by recent U.S. sanctions imposed on 2 of Russia's largest oil producers and their subsidiaries, measures that could significantly impact Moscow's crucial energy revenues. Sergei Lavrov, Russia's veteran foreign minister, also expressed irritation with Washington, stating that the Trump administration's stance on the war in Ukraine has radically changed. Lavrov criticized Trump's proposal for a ceasefire and a freeze of the front lines, an idea that Moscow has rejected. This situation raises some serious questions. Is this missile test simply a show of force, or does it represent a genuine escalation of the nuclear threat? Could this be a negotiating tactic from Putin, or is it a sign of deeper tensions between Russia and the U.S.? even under a potential second Trump administration? What role should international diplomacy play in de-escalating this situation? And perhaps most importantly, what are the long-term implications of this new arms race for global security? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below.